So this is one such kind of an arrangement where your range of operating displacement is improved when compared to the previous version, where the range of operation is lesser due to the small number of gap that is existing between the cores. And here what happens is the same principle. When there is when the iron rod goes near the permeability, because of permeability, what happens? Because of permeability and because of change in the air gap, there is a change in the reluctance in the path, and because of the change in the reluctance in the path, there is the change in the reluctance in the path, there is change in the self inductance, as well as there is uh, a conflict of magnetic flux lines induced by two coils. What do I mean by conflict of magnetic flux lines? Because the attraction provided by two different magnetic flux lines of two different coils will be acting on this magnetic core. Okay, because of that there is a mutual inductance. Okay, so that mutual inductance will be more when the this iron core is closer to that. Okay, and that will be less when the iron core is moved away from it, because if the iron rods are closer to it, the permeability of the iron rod to the ferromagnetic core increases. That increases not only the self inductance of this coil but also the mutual inductance of the coil. So there is a change in the self inductance, there is a change in the self inductance. What you can see is change in the there's a change in the self inductance L1 and L2, which can be seen in the induced EMF in the coil of the same coil. But when there is a change in the mutual inductance, there is an EMF induced in the opposite coil, which can be seen by this output. Okay, and the another differential kind of an arrangement is a movable coil is kept like the kept moving while there is a stationary fixed coil. And once the movement coil is moving towards one of the coil, there are mutual inductance is more in one coil while the mutual inductance is less in the another coil, and vice versa. And based on that, the net inductance changes, that can be seen as net induced EMF across the coil. And net EMF across the coil, what can be seen? Net EMF across the coil can be seen as the range of displacement produced in the movable coil. Okay, then another important method is inductive transducer working principle of eddy currents. So work on the principle: if a conducting plate is placed near a coil carrying alternative current, eddy current are produced in the conducting plate. Okay, the conducting plate acts as a short circuited secondary of a transformer. The eddy currents flowing in the plate produce a magnetic field of their own, which acts as the magnetic field produced by the coil, and this results in the reduction of the flux, and thus the inductance of the coil is reduced. Nearer is the plate to the coil, the higher is the eddy current, and thus the higher reduction in the inductance of the coil. Thus, inductance of the coil alters the variation of the distance between the plate and the coil. Okay, so what people usually do is they have a current carrying alternative current carrying coil, and a movable conductive plate, just like a iron rod is placed next to the coil. So once if it is placed next to the coil, what happens? The flux in the coil, alternating flux in the coil induces alternative current in the coil. The alternative current in the coil alter current in the plate, conductive plate, that is placed close to the coil. So this alternative current will produce so this alternative current is called eddy current, and they produce a magnetic flux of their own that opposes the source that producing the magnetic flux, thereby reducing the inductance. So the eddy current, if they are produced, they are always considered as what? They're always considered as a loss, or they're always as a negative effect of the magnetic field. Okay, but they can also be used to understand the change in the inductance. Okay, so these until this point we have seen what are the various different methods that can be used to produce change in the inductance when physical parameters such as displacement is changed. Now we will go into a more practical application called LVDT in the next video.